I'm here today getting some work, looking at doing some personal training. So I'm here with...
I'm Brandon Bingham.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the owner of NTX Strength and Conditioning. We've been doing this I've been personally doing it for like 16 years now, owned the place for 10 years. We're going to take Cameron and he's going to destroy everybody and make Moeller the best team out there. I started at all the big gyms. Like I started training when I was like 18. Big gyms just don't care. They don't care if people get in shape, if they're healthy, because they just have this sales staff that just constantly keeps bringing people in. And like here was a place to where like when I got the opportunity, the previous owner was moving out, I just like leveraged everything, like maxed everything out, bought them out, and then been doing this for 10 years, but I get to teach. Like I've got 3 other trainers that are awesome, probably gone through like 20 that weren't. But we just kind of teach a little bit differently. We get to take people in and get them away from like all the sales stuff. Like online, everybody's selling a diet, everybody's got a pill, everybody's got a training program. And simple fact is like everybody's unique. You have bio-individuality, everybody's got different styles, they have different ways about going about things. And if you don't design it for that, and then also people's life situation, like simple fact is you get a lot of people like, not necessarily on the training front, but like weight loss front. It's like they want a diet or this, that, and the other, but the real honest truth is like you work a miserable job that makes you unhappy. So then you go and band-aid that with bad food, bad exercise, all these other things. And really, you need to face those. So like here, we kind of got to turn around from just like making money, which I'm probably like the worst business person ever because I won't sell you on anything. If anything, I'll try to scare you off before anything else. But yeah, we started like 10 years ago. I've kind of collected a couple good girls and guys here, and we just train and we do like lectures with each other. And we've just gone from there, and we can take all our stuff from like you look at the old Soviet programs, like the Soviet Union was 30 years ahead of us, and all the good strength coaches in the world. You look at all your big collegiate programs, professional programs, they're usually going to have their basis in a lot of the Soviet programs just because of how they periodize things, they specialize in taking each athlete and really designing things specifically to bring out the best qualities in them. So I was very lucky, and then also it allows me to be foul-mouthed and crude and to tell the honest truth, which is kind of hard nowadays because people kind of turtle up if you tell them what they don't want to hear. And it was just kind of a cool opportunity, and I've been doing it since, and ran into Joe like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. I started training some of the people because he's down the street. And then I met him like a couple years later after training a couple of his people, and we built up a relationship, and he's an awesome dude because he's one of the rare individuals I can actually push and actually do some of the higher level stuff with, because most people, kind of like you don't like the Aerodyne, like they turtle up and they just quit, versus he's just one of those that's got that mentality, I'm going to go, and I'm going to try new things, even if they seem weird or kind of out of place, and see how my performance goes. So then we kind of get to dabble in newer areas like breath control, different training modalities with breath, a lot of hip stuff, a lot of kind of off-the-wall styles of training, and just see how it works. So we get to experiment a lot more. But that's essentially how I created this place. I'm just like a selfish little child that doesn't want to be told what to do, so I get to like play around all day. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna go sled. Depending on how your shoulders feel, we're gonna go nice and tight, just drive through, or you can extend out if you want. We're gonna go all the way down and back. I know that breath in your nose is a little hard, but try to keep it there for me. Once you get done, we're gonna come back. We're gonna work, a lot of people don't work a lot of lateral movements, so they don't develop their glutes fully. Glutes are kind of like, think of a friend that takes steroids but is too lazy to help you move. In other words, they're the strongest muscles in your body, but you really have to engage them specifically to get them to fire off properly. So we're going to sled down back. Once you get back, band on, stay low, and then we're just going to take large strides all the way down, all the way back, and get those glutes. We'll go 3 times through. Okay. Now, if we have any problems with that hip, you let me know. And go back, turn around. How do you feel about training for your kids, by the way?
I don't care. It's always nice. Honestly, I don't ever wear shoes.
I haven't worn shoes in over a decade. So
So, the last time I wore, I usually just wear
right above the knees. There you go. We're gonna drop our hips just a little bit, stay low, and just large steps. There you go. Keep No, so I don't generally like all my trainers do. We are sitting here, so by day to day. We always wear that. I've known shoes in 10 years. The load that I give you is like, of course, how important are your hands when you're doing what you do? If I would wrap your hands in loading this and tell you to perform what you do, how good you be, how much more would you have to observe for that? So, feet are kind of the same thing. Head back, just the same thing. Feet and hands are beautiful biological engineers of muscle tissue, tendons, ligaments, all these great things. And then we take our feet especially and we wrap them up and we take away the proprioception, we take away the ability of all those muscles and ligaments. So as long as you feel comfortable with it, oh, burns a little bit. 3 more, 3 give me 2, 2 give me 1, and band is gonna come off. Good breath, we're gonna go 2 more rounds, sled them back to that. And going back. Now as far as our vices, any alcohol, anything like that, you got in your diet?
I mean, sometimes I drink, not a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe like the weekend. I really want to do good right now, you know?
One thing I'll
Take White Claw sometimes.
I need to do that. It's like on hands, that's it. So a big thing, if you really want to take this seriously, I can't tell you, go completely without alcohol, because a lot of people think it's a calories thing. But this alcohol is also an endocrine disruptor, so it throws off all your hormones pretty drastically, which can cause problems with like muscle protein synthesis or muscle growth. So I'm one of those that if you want to be a high level athlete, really getting alcohol out of there is going to help you train. So mainly because it's going to allow you to train more often, and allow you to not have those aches and pains and things like that. Flip side, higher. The barbell glute bridge before, right?
Maybe.
Hang on for a second.
So I can hang?
No, we're actually going to be on our backs, and we're going to actually push the barbell to directly the glutes up. That nice little head. This isn't going to be super heavy. Today I really want to just test things for you. So we're going to put this right down here, our pelvic bone. I'm going to attach this brace right here, feet wide, push it with the hips, good glute back up. Right, push it back. We're going to go 12. Away, basically hit it 2. And back down to the other side. Just back and forth to 20, keep that breath. That's also kind of pulling that hip a little bit so you feel any discomfort. 6 down. 10 down, 10 to go. Keep in there, you got it. Good. Now we got 8 left. 6 more. 6, give me 5. 5, 3 left. 3, good, give me 2. 1 more. And relax. Short break, standing tall, good breath in and out of the nose. Take your time. All right, we're going to go 2 more rounds of this. I'll give you the choice because I don't want to beat you up too much because I don't know your body. You going to stick with this weight for today or you want to go a little heavier?
I think it's a good weight.
Okay, so we'll stick here. A couple of deep breaths. We'll get back at it and go 2 more rounds. Any of those really pull on that hip, cause me discomfort?
Like my videos, you freaking haters.